Looping is a deep listening technique that I learned from Gary Friedman at the Center for Understanding and Conflict. And it is a way to prove to the other person that you are really trying to understand them, even as you profoundly disagree. And this has totally transformed how I operate in the world as a journalist, but also just as a human, as a parent, as a spouse. The 4 steps of looping are to first listen to what the other person is saying, but really listen to what seems most important to them, not to you. Really, what are they most upset about? What do they want to tell you underneath what they're saying? Listening for metaphors, for strong words. The next step is to use your own language, the most elegant language you can come up with, and play it back to them to see if you're understanding them. Summarize what you're hearing in your own language. And then the next step is to check if you got it right, to literally say, is that right? Am I missing anything? And be genuinely curious. Don't just say it, right? But really want to know the answer. What you find is usually people will add on to what they've said, or they'll correct you in some way. But they're slowly peeling away and revealing more and more of the understory, like what the conflict's really about, what they care most about. This is everything, right? Because not only are you now starting to understand them better, but they're starting to trust that you want to understand them, which is like the skeleton key to conflict. And then if you get to a point where you check if you got it right and the person says, yes, exactly, then and only then can you go to your next question or ask them to tell you more. The impulse very often, and I know I did this for years as a journalist, is to ask plot questions or to offer a similar story that you went through and try to connect with them, or to maybe even try to offer advice, right? This is the natural inclination we all have. But what we found from the research is that before you do any of that, you have to prove to the person that you're trying to get them. And that makes everything else possible.